You have found Firebirds Weekly, a show about everything Firebirds. Thank you for stopping by. Game analysis, highlights, stats and trends. Firebirds Weekly, beyond the headlines. Tonight's guest is Marquel Wade. Here are your hosts, Adam Samroff and Chris Sipperly.
Good evening. Welcome to the latest edition of Firebirds Weekly. I'm one of your co-hosts, Chris Sipperly. I'm joined by Adam Samroff, the other co-host, and tonight's guest is Marquel Wade. So, Marquel, thank you for taking the time to join us tonight, and I'm sorry if the AI voice did not enunciate your name correctly because I tried like heck to make it work, and it was a little off, so my apologies ahead of time.
It's all good. I appreciate y'all having me.
All right. So, for every time I do these interviews, every time we do these interviews and this, we were doing them for our semi-pro team, the Southern Vermont Storm. Now we've done, this will be, our fourth interview for this, and we hope to have lots and lots more. But, I was looking at your story and, you're from Jacksonville, Florida, and played at Arkansas for a year and then made the jump to the Arena League. Just start off with your football journey when you were growing up. Who influenced you in the game, and talk about when you started playing.
All right. Well, originally from Jacksonville, Florida. Person that influenced me was my oldest brother, Lenoris Starks. He the one that influenced me a lot. I actually was following him a lot around. I started at the age of 7. And ever since the age of 7, I never looked back. I started as a DB, as a cornerback, and the team I was playing on, they folded, so we had to go to a different team in Jacksonville. So I went to the north side of the town, and I played, and that's when I started playing running back. And ever since then, I've been playing offense and going back to play defense both ways. So that's when my journey started from trying to make a name for myself. And then middle school, started playing running back. Then got to high school. That's when I started playing receiver. I went to Andrew Jackson, played there all 4 years. Got a chance to go to Arkansas. I got in trouble, little something here and there. Then got a little bounce back. Went to JUCO at Butler Community College. And then things didn't go right there. Then I got a call from Mike Davis of Nebraska Danger in 2015, at the end of 15. I want to say they was in their 10th lead at that time. And he gave me the chance to come out there and play. And ever since then, I never looked back. Been playing the game since then.
I don't mean to step on your toes, Adam.
You're good, man.
So, transitioning from outdoor to indoor, how much of a learning curve was that for you? Did you kind of feel out of sorts for a while? Did you feel like you're in a fishbowl at first compared to playing in the outdoor game?
Yeah, at first, because my speed was a little bit different, so I had to try to control it. I had the receivers, the best receivers in front of me, the quarterback Jamil Sewell, Troy Evans, and them. They was telling me your speed, you don't have to use your speed. You got to learn how to control it in this type of game because it's only 50 yards, and that out of bounds is that board. So when you hit that board, that ball can bounce out. So you got to learn how to control your speed in this game, and that was something through the years I had to learn.
Now, when you say control speed, do you mean only accelerate for say a 20-yard burst instead of a 30 or 40?
I won't say that. It's just knowing the timing of the routes and stuff that.
Okay, gotcha.
Maintaining your speed, but just knowing you just got to know your steps in the routes and just being the connection.
Landmarks and things of that nature.
Yes,
Yep.
I always wondered that because watching the arena game, for a long time. And when you guys do those those very long motions from, 15 yards back or whatever, I always wondered how the timing of that. I mean, again, I played football, I played the outdoor game. And I was off as a lineman, but I always the timing of that is just like this. It's snap, 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 and it's right on. How do you do that?
Yeah, the game quick in the inside in the arena. So it's the game way quicker than outdoor. It's just a time thing when it comes to you and the quarterback, because when you in motion, it ain't nothing you can do. You know you're going full speed. You know you're going with full down the line, straight speed, knowing you got to do your route, get to your landmark. So that timing comes with you and the quarterback at that time. So it's really just, staying with it. It's really outdoor. You just running now in motion before the game now. Before the start, you just in motion now. So
but do you think, I guess this is a little bit of backwards thinking, so it's a little bit of a crazy question. So I know, the arena game is considered, an offensive game. But in a lot of ways, DBs kind of have their elements to help play defense. Like
Correct.
when you're in a game, you can just run away from them. In some ways, in terms of being able to run the distance of an entire field versus 55 yards. You think they ever kind of take advantage of that?
Sometimes I get what you're saying, but sometimes on the defensive side, on the defensive standpoint, it's coverage. If that coverage got beat, then it's over with. Because that person in motion can beat the coverage at any time, but that don't mean he can be open just because he back there. You feel me? So sometimes I feel like it's on the coverage. This game really can be man or it can be how you play in that zone. So because it turned a man quick. So
I want to go back, to coming from out of high school and getting recruited by some of the biggest programs in the country. What was that process like for you?
Oh, it was different. It was very different. Because I was in a big class, so when I came out, it was me and Jake Metlock, who was just recently one of the quarterbacks at Firebirds. We had a local TV show again about us. And he had got hurt during the season, so the show was it turned to just my show. So they turned it into a wave world. So it was kind of crazy. And then I was getting all these recruits letters and stuff, and a lot of mails and offers and stuff. So that process was kind of crazy for me. So I kind of liked it. It was a big good experience for me.
Tell me about picking Arkansas over. I saw that you were recruited by Ole Miss, South Carolina, Miami, among others. Tell me about picking Arkansas and why that program was right for you.
The environment, it was, I ain't gonna lie, going there, I knew I was gonna play as a freshman, just looking at the depth chart, because that was one of my goals anyway, is going in.
That's big. Yep. You only got 4 years, man.
So I want to produce when I go in. So when I got there on my visit, rest in peace, Chris Smith, who was there as well. He was the one that actually got me to commit. The environment was good. It was just everybody was just family oriented. People was good with me, it's like they already knew me type stuff. So when I came there on my visit, I felt like I was away from home, but home still, just like how I am in New York. So it was good. It was that's why I chose Arkansas, and as well, Garrett McGee and Bobby Petrino, who actually gave me the scholarship. So so sure.
And then you kind of you talked about going to community college and the JUCO and being able to do that, and you talked a little bit about it, getting a call from the Nebraska Danger coach. Talk about your first couple of years in the Arena League, and just that process of kind of starting over a little bit, still loving the game, still being a young guy, still having that athletic ability, just keeping in the game, but just in a different way.
Yeah. Yes. Cause when I got in this game, I was young, still had outside illegal issues going back and forth, trying to play the game as well. So this game, outside of college and stuff, this is your job. So you got to keep yourself in shape, stay consistent with everything going on. And during the years of me actually playing this, I actually found the way to say don't procrastinate, because procrastinating that time ain't gonna wait on you. So
yeah, that's right.
It really gave me the motivation is just you can't give up on your dreams or anything you got going. It's people out here who ain't get this chance or this opportunity to even play arena ball or just do their 4 years or even get a chance to get a scholarship. So I take real strive in what I'm doing when I'm out here playing ball and stuff, especially when it's
Well,
coming to
definitely. I mean, you don't seize the opportunity, somebody else will. It's just really that simple.
So my years like playing this, like my early years of playing this, like it was rough, like playing it because you never knew when you can get cut. You feel me? Like you can go in there and do good that first week, second week, and now the third week, now they're asking you to come in the office and stuff. So you never know. You just gotta stay consistent. This game is really about being consistent and just staying on point.
And then, you've switched a bunch of teams a handful of times, went to Cedar Rapids, but then eventually you played in Jacksonville. What was it like for you to come back home and play in front of family, friends, and your loved ones?
Oh, it felt good because in 17, I was actually here when they first got into the NAL. And I had an opportunity to like really shine in front of my home city, and I didn't get that opportunity because I got injured. So to come back in 23 to actually win one in front of the hometown, it was a blessing. You feel me? So I really appreciated that one. So it was
now
good.
Going back to your Jacksonville time. You played with Sam Castronova. Getting the opportunity to do that again. That's got to be a blessing, right?
Oh yeah, that's a big blessing. He already know. We've been talking. We already know. But we putting that behind us. We trying to go win us one because we both ain't win one this last few years. So we trying to get us
it's
enough
time, right?
Yeah, it's time.
Past time. It's overdue.
Past time, most definitely.
And talk a bit about your time here in Albany. Going through the last couple of years and the Empire, and now back to the Firebirds, and new guys coming in, going out. And just talk about coming here, back to Albany, and like you said, trying to bring another title back here in 25.
Oh, that's the only goal I have in mind right now. Albany been the city away from my city, so I see Albany as nothing but Jacksonville to me, to be honest. So
Jacksonville North.
I love Albany.
Yep.
Since I came there in 22, I want to say 22. It's been a dream. I like it. Coach Wade gave me the chance to come back and get back on the field because after the 2 years I was off for the COVID and stuff, I got that opportunity to come back and play. He gave me that chance, and we won a championship together. Been rocking ever since.
What is it like to play for Coach Ware? Like, what makes him Coach Ware? Like, what makes him special?
You know what he's doing. Coach know the game. Coach love the game, and he ain't just here. He's told like this is saying. He always say this saying. You ain't having fun unless you're winning. You feel me? You ain't having fun unless you're winning. And I'm not having fun unless I'm winning. Like, shoot, when I'm out here playing with Coach Ware, and I know he's gonna put a team together, a staff together, and everybody gonna come together. We gonna go out there and win. So gonna have fun doing it. So that's why I like, and it's loyalty towards it. So that's another thing with it.
What's your favorite part of the arena game, even compared to playing, the outdoor game, which obviously we all grew up on? What's your favorite part of the arena game?
Oh, the kick returns, special teams, always.
Yeah. What about? I mean, just the fact that it's this chaos, a 50-yard field of chaos.
Yeah, because I never know where that ball gonna get kicked at. It can come off that net, or it can go off the little goal posters on the end. So I never know. So that'd be my love. So I get it.
I don't know if you can answer this question because I don't know the answer to it. How many special team touchdowns do you have? I have no idea. I know it's more than a couple.
Yeah, it's more than a couple. I'm probably almost at 10 in my career.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
But that's interesting too. And just thinking about that too, like we think about it in terms of offense and defense, and we talked to Trevon, we talked to Sean, those guys, and their different thing. We don't really, special teams is almost a forgotten art, especially in the thing where the field is half the size. Just talk about, a little bit about special teams in the Arena League in terms of, not the X's and O's maybe per se, but just like the difference in terms of like when we see a guy like Kavontae Turpin, my Cowboys, killing it on Sunday, Just talk about how it's a little. I mean, it's a little different, obviously, in the Arena League.
Yeah, it's real different. To be honest, the people that got the advantage is the speedsters when it comes to special teams, because we already know when we get that one hit, that one cut, it's gone from there, because we're gonna burn past the linemen that's coming down and stuff, because we know the big boys, the one that's coming full speed, we got them ones that's right there finna block them. So for the speedsters, it's really just that one cut and break past that first wave.
You said special teams is like your offense, wide receiver is great, but the special teams is where it's at.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying like that will give me my thrill. Like offense, I know that's my thing. Like that's what we gonna do. But what give me my excitement and stuff is special teams. Like even if I'm going down there to go hit somebody, if I'm going to catch it, like I like special teams. I love special teams.
So one of the things I wanted to ask about, and I know that we've talked about with the other guys, is some of the things they do, like adopt a player, and some of the things. Talk about the fans and just playing in front of this home crowd that comes in each game, week in and week out, and what that means to play in front of this Albany fans.
Oh, I love it. It's like I told you, like I always say, it's like home away from home. If they know, I know they looking at the show, Lisa Murphy and all them. I know they looking.
Yep.
Everybody stepping away. Everybody, hey, how y'all doing? Man, I love the fans in Albany. I love everybody there. I love the community. I love the support of how they do Firebird Nation. I love how they do the Adopt a Player. Man, that was everything they did last year. It was top. A1.
So I know Chris was a little bit a part of it, being a coach for a couple of weeks and just being involved with it, and I haven't been. Tell me a little bit about what they do for you, what the families and what they kind of do for you as a player, how that kind of works.
To be honest, I feel like the stuff they do is what some of the players are not thinking of, like when it comes to like deodorant, wipes, or like goodies, like little stuff that you're not thinking of, and that's what the adoptive parents come in at. They make you stay on point on stuff, so you still feel like you're at home.
Yeah. I mean, I remember seeing some of the bags. It's like you're right. It's the things you don't think about. It's the things that are a pain in the butt to get, like something as simple as a bag of Skittles. Like when you're, when you're in not the dorm, but the hotel room is like, man, I just want something sweet. Like, man, that's like a whole project now. So
that's got a goodie bag right there.
Yeah. Yep.
And then obviously, like you said, your goal, obviously, just like anybody else's, is to take home the Arena Bowl. What's some goals for you this season? Going forward in terms of, just improving yourself as a player and as a person.
Being better than last year. That's my main thing. Last year was rocky for me. It wasn't on and off the field, so that's my main thing, is really being better than last year. Each and everything on and off the field, from being I just really want to how can I say it and put this, just accomplish being an improvement as a better person. That's all.
Who do you look up to in terms of teammates? Who's that maybe one or two guys that you're like, hey man, like, I'm looking for advice, life, football, whatever. Give me one or two guys maybe that you look to for that.
Nah, I be looking at Shorts, because he gonna talk to me. He gonna put that knowledge on me for sure. Shorts, and then if I had to pick, he's not on the team anymore. It was Jake, but them the two boys I used to go to, like, for sure, if I needed some knowledge and stuff. So I know Short's gonna talk me up. He gonna put me on point.
Lisa actually just commented that there's going to be a goodie bag waiting for you.
Hey, for sure, I'm already knowing.
So now you are, like it or not, you're a veteran now. You're no longer the younger guy, in the group. Based on how the roster looks right now, I think there's a good blend of vets, returning players, and brand new guys. As an older player, what's the number one thing that these new guys got to just kind of be ready mindset wise in order to be successful?
Drop your nuts. to be honest, that's all I can sit here and actually say. Like,
Yeah.
don't be afraid of this game. Like, you came in this game to get to the next level. Don't be afraid of this game. This game is what you've been doing your whole life. Like, it just now is in a shorter field. Like, stay consistent on what you're doing, because the people, everybody's seeing you. This is a big stage. This is still like your NFL resume. So keep your resume good. So that's all I can tell the youngins. Like, just because he a vet don't mean like he secured something. You feel me? Just come take what's yours.
And how important is it, being a young guy, to be coachable? Like, especially when you don't have, I hate to use this phrase, but I don't know how else to put it, especially when you don't have any equity in this game yet. Like, how critical is it to be coachable?
It's very, you have to be coachable, because you can sit here and not make this roster. And then a coach can call Coach Ware and be like, "Hey, how you doing? How this player is? Can I bring him in? He's disciplined. And then one little bad thing in camp can mess up your opportunity going down the line." So
no, you're right, because every opportunity comes with a relationship, and it's all what you make out of it. Like, people don't forget the good and they don't forget the bad. Like, it's you got to make an impression, and it's very easy to have it go the wrong way. Yeah,
you don't want to burn bridges.
No, and especially when there's so few people that have the opportunity that you've had.
Correct.
So I'm going to wrap it up with this question, Adam, unless you have another one. We've kind of talked about this pretty exclusively already, but I'm going to ask the question anyway, because I think it's one that I like to ask to the players. What makes Albany the place for you to be in terms of playing arena football?
If you wanna win a championship, you want your resume to look good, you want to get to the next level, you need to come to Albany. I can't say it no better way. Just think of, if you was thinking of the IFL and you was looking at Arizona Rattlers and stuff like that, the teams that got multiple championships and stuff like that, you coming in the AFL, let's come to Albany Firebirds. And we're going to show you how we get down, get you out of here, get you to the next level, feed your family, and sit with your toes wiggling.
Do you think, and again, I don't know, you've been around a little bit. I think, again, outside looking in, I feel like the coaches and the ownership of the Firebirds really want the best for their players, and I really believe that they want you to take the next step in your life. Is that the case everywhere else? I'm not asking you the names of other teams, but have you had similar experiences elsewhere? Or is it pretty much Albany's kind of on the top of the heap when it comes to that sort of thing?
Well, actually, everywhere I've been, it's been like, actually, they've been on point. Like, I had in Cedar Rapids, they had they love whoops, but other than that, the coaching staff that was there was the guys that had the pull to get you out, if you get what I'm saying. It ain't have to be the owners or the organization. It had, the coaching staff itself had pull. So everywhere I was at as my career, they had some type of pull or some type of resume to get those players somewhere. So I can actually sit here and say, but Albany's been the top team for when it comes to that, for sure. So if we had to sit here and say, yes, correct, Albany is that top team.
I'm excited for the year, and watching you do your thing on either Friday or Saturdays, whatever.
Oh, yeah. It's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy.
Absolutely.
So again, man, I want to thank you for taking the time. I thank you for being flexible, because we had to bounce around. We're going to do this earlier, but had to do it a little bit later. But we hope to be able to have the opportunity to talk to you during the season. We're going to try to do some post game stuff. We're going to try to carry. Well, we will carry the post game press conferences, and hopefully as time goes on, and you have yourself a a very, very good season. We'll be able to talk to you here or there and continue to write the story that is the Albany Firebirds for 2025.
Yes, sir. I'll be happy to be seeing y'all soon in the season. So it'll be good to be hearing from y'all soon.
Oh,
Absolutely.
100%.
Marquel, thank
right.
you, man.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.